Hey, what's up, guys? I'm just gonna wait until everybody starts joining. I'm gonna send it out in the Discord right now. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Waiting for everybody. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so like I said, I was expecting Roku to beat EPS and Roku beat on revenue, but shares still fell off. Why? Because now we have competitors in the space, such as Apple TV when they come out with their streaming service. Uh, we got Disney Plus coming out. We got Netflix. We got HBO. We got all these streaming services coming out. Uh, so yes, we're slowing down. There's a lot of competition in the industry. It's not blue ocean anymore. So that's something you guys have to look out for and understand that if you're playing earnings, it is gambling. So don't play earnings. I myself was thinking about playing earnings, but no. See, as soon as earnings came out, stock fell almost what 10% from one what 43 to 120 in the morning, in the afternoon. So you would have lost everything. Let's play it safe, guys, and let's go into how you could have been very profitable today. Nice move down, nice play on Roku. So obviously, when it fell off, we had buyers come kick in, right? They kicked the stock back up to 128 around that level. Then what happened? This is why it's so important to have your chart analysis and start on the 3 year, 1 day chart and set it up because literally this happened. And that was a major resistance. It was a major resistance. And the stock ended up reversing. So you could have played this on the upside and on the downside. And I'm gonna explain how you could have done this and uh, played this correctly. Uh, let's go over. I'm gonna zoom in here a bit. I am on the 5 day, 5 minute chart. Okay, so I'm gonna set up my price line over here at 119.50, right? Because that's basically aftermarket and pre-market low. So obviously at the open, right here, what you could have done is waited for it to break the pre-market low, and as you see, the stock is taking a break as soon as it broke, right? Very nice and easy play, guys. Very nice and easy play to the upside. When it takes a break, it showcases it right here. The stock is taking a break, right? And that gives you a higher probability that the stock is going to continue rallying towards the upside. So what happens now? So the stock continues and picks up into the volume. You would have entered right here around the 121 area, and rolled this all the way up, if you had your chart analysis perfectly set up on the 3-year and 1-day chart, you could have rolled this up to 127. You would have probably, for me, I would have probably got out in this area because it could have easily, first of all, I probably wouldn't have got filled over here, and it could have easily got rejected and went down. And on the downside, it's very easy to explain on what happened on the downside. So the stock came to a major resistance, that 127.50 area, couldn't break through, tried again, and just started making lower lows. So as you guys can see, there is a support. It's right here. This is the support right here. Once it broke this support, you guys could have got in. And you have the support continued and started becoming a resistance. So obviously you guys could have had your stop loss above that. So you guys could have rolled this, then you guys could have seen another support happening on this level right here, right? And once it confirmed, yes, with the pullbacks and everything, it's kind of ruining your premiums. I understand that. But this is why I explained in yesterday's video that you should definitely 100% get, excuse me, you should get next week's strikes, November 15th and not November 8th, because it won't ruin your premiums. And you guys could have continued this on the downside. Now what happens? You got the pre-market low of the day. You could have exited here. I would have recommended it. This, if you would have entered here, it would have been a bad play, but I'm not going to lie with you guys. I would have probably entered there. Probably exited it like 5 minutes after I seen that. Then waited for the second break and entered and caught this move. But that was a nice move by Roku. Today was a great day, especially if you played this week's expiration on options. You would have got paid very, very, very well. Now, the second stock that I wanted to go over is Tesla. And just so you guys know, I did not trade today. I'm just having trouble with my tooth, and that's about it. I really can't focus, but Tesla had a nice rally today. Some news came out yesterday that they were unveiling some truck, I think, and yeah, the stock started rallying. So, Tesla usually at the open, if we take a closer look, you see this candle right here. What does this indicate? It's indicating that buyers and sellers are fighting. Where are they fighting at? They're fighting at a critical level on the 5-day. This is I call it a 5-minute critical level. All right? They're fighting right here at this critical level. And we want to see. We're never going to enter in the first 3 minutes, maybe the 5 minutes. This is where a lot of people get faked out. People could have got entered here, seen the price go back down here, sell out. Just wait for a better setup. I'm going to zoom back out here really quick. So, excuse me. I would have probably entered, because volume's dying down, right here, indicating taking a break. You guys see that, right? But I would have set up my high of the day, which was, let's see, I'm just going to try to go as straight as possible. Oh, there you go. At 330, 322.50, 333, right? As soon as I seen volume picking up to the upside, I would have probably entered my position right here. If you guys see that, I would have entered as soon as the break, especially with the increased volume. This is where a lot of fake outs tend to happen, and the stock would have continued to rally. over here on the next critical level, what am I waiting for? The only thing that's going to help me or indicate that the stock is going to continue rallying is time and sales and level 2. You guys have to start understanding on how to use level 2. Uh, why is my computer bugging out? Okay, there we go. So, just a quick explanation. You guys see that there is people at 336.38 selling 1,000 shares, right? And there's not enough buyers to break that. You know that is a resistance. I didn't trade this, so I couldn't tell you what's going on intraday. I did not trade at all. But if you've seen sellers say right now this 36 50, just say 50, and 36 336.67, there was sellers stepping in for say 1,300 shares, right? So this gets multiplied by 100. So this is actually 800 shares being bought, 500 shares, 300 shares, 700 shares. This is 1,000, whatever. Not 1,000. 1,000 shares being bought. Now what you want to see is on time and sales. I'll show you guys right now. So what is the green and red indicating? The green is indicating that it's higher than the last sale. So as you guys can see here, this is higher than the last sale. This is lower, and this is lower. It decided to switch up on me, but it's very easy. You wanted to see that because sometimes these are orders being placed, right? But these are orders that are being executed on time and sales. So you want to see that buyers, so you have the spread right here, right? Right now, sellers are asking for 336 and 18 cents, and you have buyers sitting at $336. You want to see sellers stay at this price range, right? It's going to be a lot harder, a lot faster, but you want to see sellers holding this price, and you want to see buyers getting closer, pushing up towards this price. And how are you going to see that? Through time and sales. You're going to see it go, I'm going to talk in cents right now, 0.01, 0.02, 0.03, 3, 3, 3, 0.07, 0.07, 0.15, 15. And if this is holding, the price is going to push up. You would have caught this up move, probably sold around this general area where momentum is dying down. You could clearly see volume dying down. 11 o'clock, usually a lot of people tend to leave the market. And as you see, the whole day just traded sideways between here. Very simple, nice move on Tesla. This is why I tell everybody to do their chart analysis, especially if you're day trading. It's gonna help you. And if you have catalyst, usually what I like to call it is confluence. You have news combined with a critical point, um, news combined with a critical point. You have volume, you have time and sales, you have level 2. Everything is supporting. It's a high probability setup. That's where you're gonna execute. Execution is very hard, and that depends on you. That depends on your ability to execute. I can't help you with that. You're gonna have to figure out your bad habits while you're trading and build systems that will help you stop your bad habits and continue more of your good habits. And yeah, this was a very nice play. I missed out, but every day there's thousands of opportunities in the market. Don't stress out. Now I have somebody asking in the group, Mr. T, asking for you guys and D guys. Let's go over DGAS. Okay, I'm just gonna have two charts up here on link. So UGAS is a natural based ETF. So it follows forward slash NG. This is more important than the ETF itself because the ETF itself is most likely 80%, 80 to 85% of the time following natural gas. So I'm going to take out time and sales very quickly and let's see what's going on. This is on a 5 day, 5 minute also. The thing about futures is okay, awesome. So definitely today was Thursday. There was a natural gas report, right? As you could see, I like to wait for the first 15 minutes, honestly, before taking any trade. But as you could see, the stock is really trading sideways at the beginning. Why? Because there's always a natural gas report at 10:30 on Thursdays, and basically that really could mess you up if you get caught in the report and you're on the wrong side. This is why the stock is trading sideways. This is why I'm telling you, give it give it 15 minutes. You're gonna realize that you're gonna very quickly establish that this is a resistance and this is a support. All you gotta do is wait, and people have a hard time being patient. But you could literally draw a box around here, right? Forget what's happening over here. Once it breaks out of the box, you could have entered and felt more comfortable. Obviously, as the stock, it's going to take its breaks. It's going to take its breaks. But when it takes its breaks, look at the volume, guys. You guys are not following the volume. So you see the stock's actually pushing up. Volume dies down. Don't worry about it. The stock is just taking a break. And when it continues to go down, you see volume picks up. So over here, 10:30, as you guys can see, natural gas comes out. One big bar over here. Couldn't break the high and just fluctuated down. And once it broke the VWAP, that would have been a nice play, which was around 1210. 1210 is right here. So, yeah, that's perfect. 1210 would have been right here. Broke below this sideways action, this choppiness, and you could have entered this position, made your money, got out once you realized there was a support, right? It started rallying. You might not feel comfortable. You don't want to have your emotions and being upset and all that. So right here, you've seen volume starting to die down overall. Volume picks up to the upside. You guys see that. Now what happens? And don't forget, this is a 5 minute chart. So right here, for 20 minutes, the stock has been hitting this resistance over and over. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles. So you have about an hour where this stock has been hitting a resistance, right? All you got to do is draw your support over here, entered over here. The stock decides to take a break. You have a new support over here where it decides to take a break over here, right? Obviously, through level 2 and time and sales, you could have seen what happened. Volume picks up. So you could have caught this move on the downside and this move on the downside. Let me clear that one more time because I explained my thoughts and messed up everything. But you could have caught this solid move right here, right? and you could have caught this solid move. That's 2 plays. That's 2 plays for the day. That's all you need. This move you could have made what? It went from 20 to 40 cent move. If you're playing around with, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not very well at math, but let's see. You could have probably made $300, right, over here, and you could have probably made $400 on this move. That's all you needed, and you would have been up $700 on the day. And these are high probability setups. See, and you would have been able to control your emotions because you would have understood how the stock is reacting. But over here, right, the sideways action over here, you would have entered at the open. Oh, it might have, it might be going on the downside, might be going on the downside. You could have been right overall, right? But what happens with these is this increases your emotion. You start getting more emotional. Every time, oh my God, I could be wrong, I could be wrong, I could be wrong. And you guys might be taking 25K positions, right? So you seeing your P&L fluctuate like that, that's not good for you. You want to understand where the stock is heading overall. So this is just tapping into your emotions, and you might get freaked out and sell over here. Meanwhile, you were right all over. You could have literally drew this trend line down here. You could have entered at the top of this and still be right. But I don't. I for me, I like to be. I like to take setups that are less emotional for me. I don't want to be stuck in some sideways action or something like that. I just want to know where the stock is heading, make my move, and get out very quick. Make my profits, being using my head instead of my heart, and yeah. So DGAS 2. DGAS is probably just flipped upside down. So I would have probably entered. Oh yeah, you could have. Uh, this is the stock that you guys would have entered overall. You guys, because you guys and D guys are the complete inverse of each other. So if one goes up, one goes down. Uh, let's take a quick look at what happened. So this stock is crazy. So you have a lot of choppiness over here. Stock, what happens? 10:30 a.m. happens. Stock drops, as you see, because forward NG, if it pushes up, D guys goes down, as you see. And you could have literally traded this chart. Like, if you don't want to trade futures, you could trade this chart, right? So what this is basically setting up is a triangle, and once it broke that triangle, you could have entered this position because if this goes down, the gas goes up. So you could have entered this position over here as I'm looking at it now, obviously looking at level 2 and time and sales to see if it was going to break this position. You could have entered, this is a support, stock decides to push up, rallies, right? This is the new high of the day, and I would have definitely got out. Probably this is like the pre-market high. I would have definitely got out somewhere in this area, and this is a nice move. This is like a $9 move. So if you owned like 1,000 shares of this, excuse me, 100 shares of this, you would have made $900 and been up nice on the day. Follow, because these are connected somehow. These these are connected, guys. You have to understand that these are connected. And you guys, I would have traded off the chart and not necessarily off of NG. It depends on that day. But this, I would have definitely 100% traded off of NG because as you could see, the stock or the ETF is correlating very closely to NG today. As you see in the morning, choppiness. Let me clear my screen very quick. As you can see, there's choppiness in the morning. What happens? It spikes up. DGAS falls down. So it's correlating. I already have a gist that it's correlating. Now it's struggling to make higher highs. Would have set up my resistance over here because that's the low. Would have felt comfortable entering there. Would have entered once this broke down with increased volume, as you guys could see. I would have probably entered somewhere around this general area and rolled this wave up and made my money, feeling controlled. I'm feeling controlled over my emotions, and this would have been a nice play overall. Do you guys have any more stocks? Quick, more stocks to look over. Oh. So that'll be all for today, guys. Good stream, and definitely see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, I'm trading tomorrow. And yeah, you guys enjoy your day and play it safe. Do your chart analysis, and let's get ready for tomorrow.